Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by San Remo. Another surprise!
Out of the blue.
You want that with fries?
Out of the blue. Come with me across the sea. On a barbecue, we're gonna cook for you.
Nothing but blue skies!
Out of the blue.
You want some chili with those fries?
Out of the blue.
Welcome to another episode of Out of the Blue. Today's show comes to one of our favourite places, Victor Harbour.
Yeah, on today's program we're going to be having the Oceanic Experience.
Catching some fish.
And seeing how a few of the locals are really living the dream. But all aboard!
Steve Whittam, a local resident of Victor Harbour, tells us how he ended up living here permanently.
That more people of our age group, of our attitude to life, looking for a lifestyle, are moving down here. They've bought beach houses perhaps in the past, and now they're moving to them to live here permanently. And we really do have everything that we need. We've got the cafes, we've got the wineries close at hand, we've got the restaurants. The coastline is stunning. There's lots of walking trails here. We bought a place down here about 7 years ago because we always wanted to have a beach house. We used to rent down here for probably 20, 30 years. And we decided when we could that we'd buy a place, which we did. We would come down on a Saturday morning, go home Sunday night, then it became Friday night, go home Monday, then it became Thursday, go home Tuesday. And my wife said, what are we doing? Why don't we just live here? And that's what we did. 4 years ago, we moved down here permanently. There's no question that being down here, you can retire full-time if you wish, or you can do like we're doing, being able to still do some work back in Adelaide and being able to enjoy what's down here on the south coast.
Come on, Mickey, this is going to be good fun.
Another adventure.
G'day, Rod.
G'day, Rod.
How you going?
This is Mickey. Hello,
Good to
I'm
meet you, mate.
Michael.
Do we get piped aboard the pirate charters?
Certainly can.
Yeah, and you're the Rod, and that's the real part of the deal, is
Exactly.
it? The real part of the deal. Did you like that?
Throw a leg.
I will. Whew, that's
Rod's
good side.
ready.
Ready.
You ready?
Ready.
Rod?
Red crew. Wind is ready.
And here comes the wind.
Windy, wet conditions have never stopped us from throwing a line over.
The scenic route takes us past some old boys resting on the rocks. A good sign, as it's less competition for us.
Hey, Rod, tell us about Pirate Sea Charters. It's a very interesting name. Do you specialise in any sort of charter or what?
Mainly tuna through the summertime and snapper, gummy sharks, bronze whaler sharks, reef fish up along the cliffs, up along here. Sort of whatever we want to try and find on the day.
That would be a wonderful thing to do for someone that's never been out on a charter boat to land a tuna for the first time.
Yeah, and we've had kids, 13, disabled kids, all sorts out catching tuna, and yeah, it makes your day when they get a good fish like that.
So what about in the winter months down here? Is it good to get on a charter and go out?
Yeah, a lot of our good weather's through the winter. We don't get the afternoon sea breezes as much through the winter. It's more level through the day. So yeah, winter fishing's quite good. And the reef fish are much better in the winter time as well.
I can't believe it. The Kangaroo Island's just down the road, Victor Harbour up the road. What's over that way?
South Pole,
South Pole.
and then around to Kingston Road down this
that's
way.
it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Straight down there.
That's where the whales come from, up through here for their season. Yeah.
Someone had a bite.
Wow.
1 hour of effort for one rock cod.
That's a big rock cod.
It is a big parrotfish.
That's a mother, isn't it?
There's always plan B. We've just found out that Rod's wife, Julie, bakes seafood pies and sells them at the shop. Sounds like a plan to me. What do you reckon, Mickey?
So, I mean, taking our rods out of the water.
Yeah.
Go with this rod and
Right.
enjoy a nice pie.
Yeah.
Go on, up you get. Oh, throw a leg. Oh, holy Julie. Rod, you right
come
there?
on, Rod.
Yeah, right, all up there. Good.
Oh.
You don't need another pie.
Rod and Julie own a fish shop called Pirate Sea Chest, and it's here that Julie is showing us her famous curry fish pies. I've twisted Julie's arm to make us her famous curried pie. So we've got South Australian blue mussel meat, we've got calamari, we've got prawns, and we've got offcuts of about 3 or 4 different fish. So Julie, what is the basis?
The basis is a nice creamy white sauce.
Well, that's good with the process.
Okay, so we need the butter first.
I can be your Michael Keelan, okay?
And we'll just let that melt.
Now, while that's melting, I'm just going to prepare the seafood for you, because you want it chopped up, don't you?
Yes,
Is
please.
that about the size you like it?
Yes, that's great. I think we'll add the flour now. The butter's nicely melted. So we'll just give that a bit of a stir.
I'll do a little bit more chopping.
So I get it nice and thick consistency before I add the milk.
Yep, what would you like?
Yep, the coconut milk now, thank
Coconut
you.
milk, yep.
And that can just go straight
The whole
in.
lot. That's a can of coconut milk.
And
And
then
you're using a masher to...
I use a potato masher because it actually gets the sauce nice and smooth. And maybe if we could have the milk now, please.
Yes. All the milk?
Yes, thank you.
That's only taken not even a minute to get that consistency through.
Right, now we've
Okay.
got that nice. So
Okay, how much curry? Is that about
we
2
need about 2 tablespoons. So if we could measure that in.
1, 2.
Yep.
Oh, it changes its character absolutely, totally. How's that?
And now we can add the seafood.
The seafood. There we are.
And now we just scoop them into the pie cases.
Julie, tell me about the pie cases.
Yeah, the pie cases are a short crust pastry case that I pre-purchase. It just makes for consistency of the pies, and they're there when I need them.
Fantastic. And it's the convenience, isn't it?
That's it. Then we put the pie cases on, and if you want to crimp the edges, just with your fingers. So we just go around and crimp the edges.
So, Julie, now that we've done this, I'll put the egg wash on.
Yep.
How long do they take in the oven, and at what temperature?
These take about 20 minutes to, I don't fully cook them, I just partially cook them
Yes.
so that people can take them home, take them out their freezer and cook them the rest of the way themselves. So when they take them home, if they let them defrost, it's probably another 10 to 15 minutes on 160
160 degrees.
to heat them up, yes.
How did you discover this paradise?
Oh, well, it was by accident, really. We were just looking in the paper one day. Oh, and this is where I live.
Oh, okay.
Glad to come in?
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful garden.
Yes. We have a gardener does the front.
Oh, wow, this is amazing. Space, look at it, north facing. Julia, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful because it's very warm in winter and it stays really cool in summer because we've got double glazing. So the heat gets trapped in winter.
This is this is where you would live.
It is. It's where we live all the time.
Wow.
Come down, come and have a seat.
After you. Juliet, where did you live before coming here?
Lived at Paracombe, which is in the hills.
And why the move?
We had a really large garden and an older type house, which probably needed a lot of renovations again. So we decided to look at something different. A little bit scary sometimes to make that choice, but in the end it was a mutual decision, yeah. When we came down to have a look at the village, one day, just sort of out of the blue, just take a little trip down there, I'd seen an advert. We came in here and my husband said, I'll move in tomorrow.
Why was that? Was there something, one
yes,
thing
I
that
think
he
it was
liked?
the house, but I think he liked the fact that it had a lovely outlook. We didn't have, like in a lot of retirement villages, you feel as if you're all completely closed in. This had a wonderful sort of open, it was more of a, it says living down here, it's not so much about retirement village.
So tell me about your neighbours.
The whole community is wonderful.
Yes.
They're really nice. We don't live in each other's pockets, but they're there. So if we go away on holidays for a few days, there's somebody who'll look after the cat or water the plants, and there's always people who will do that for you. And they're quite a fun-loving, mixed-age community, which is lovely, and we all get on really well together. We often go down to the lake house and just sit there and listen to music and have a drink, because we have a bar. We have a workshop that's starting to get up and running. A group of us do mosaics. We go out for a whole group of us will go out for somebody's birthday, or just for the sake of going out to a pub for a meal.
You were telling me off camera that your power bill is fairly insignificant each month.
Well, it is. So because we have solar panels and we have the double glazing, all the houses have got some form of rainwater. We have got 10,000 litres underground.
Now, Juliet, for those friends that are not living down here but visit, what do they say?
They love it. Because it's a lifestyle. That's the thing, and it's more than a retirement village. We've come here for the lifestyle. We've come here because of access to the sea. We can walk to the beach. I also go to a sort of a yoga group on a Tuesday. My husband goes to the men's shed twice a week. We have a great men's shed down here. Galway Council that we're in put on lots of various events throughout the year. You know, you don't have to, but if you want to, there's plenty to do down here. You could not just sit and do nothing. You know, there's so much going on.
And you can have pets.
And we can have pets here. Yes, I've got a cat, and we are allowed to have pets, cats and dogs.
That's very important, isn't it?
It's very important, especially if you're on your own and you want somebody to keep you company. We are allowed to have them.
So, Juliet, you've been here 2+ years. How would you sum it up?
Yeah, 100%. I would. It's good. A good move. A very good move. Yes.
Thank you. So what are we cooking?
We're going to do a seafood fettuccine with a creamy sauce. Firstly, I'm going to put that back on the heat.
Now, this I would have thought would be a pretty simple recipe.
It is a very simple recipe.
Something you can knock up on a Friday night or a Saturday night.
The most this would take, the pasta was about 20 minutes, because you read the instructions on the packet on how to cook it. Now, can I have some oil, Mickey?
Yep, certainly. Say when.
A bit more. And 1.5 tablespoons of that tomato paste, because we've got quite a bit of seafood, Mickey.
Quite a bit of seafood. One.
Yeah, and I'm just going to fry that for about a minute. And you're going to infuse some hot water with your saffron, which is from the crocus plant. So we need that in the pan with the wine, and we've got that beautiful Barossa Valley Fermentina. This is an Italian recipe with Italian wine.
You want me to put that in there?
Yes, I would put that in there. There we are. Now, Mickey,
what would you like? I
would like cream. It calls for about 1/2 cup of cream. I'd go for about 1/2 cup. And also the San Remo passata or Neapolitan sauce from Naples. Okay, let's throw in all the seafood to cook.
That is amazing. Seriously.
Okay, let's just put it all in.
Prawns first.
Yep, a whole lot.
Pippies.
Pippies.
All the pippies.
Yeah, yep.
And now tell us about this fish here.
This is one of my favourite fish. It's skinless, boneless, and we call it hake.
This is hake?
Yeah, I'll put it all in. Right. Now look at that, Mickey.
Yeah. I can see another masterpiece coming up here.
Okay, how about we do that? All right.
Oh,
Mickey, look at that, eh?
That is amazing.
All right, now the pasta.
Pasta.
I reckon going for at least slightly ordered so you don't overcook your pasta the first time, because it will cook a bit more while we're doing all this. Okay, how about the parsley?
Look at that.
And there we are, Mickey. There we have it. San Remo egg fettuccine in a creamy seafood sauce.
Looking amazing.
Yeah, Mickey.
Juliet, as promised.
Oh, wow,
look
that
at
looks delightful.
Beautiful egg linguine, seafood, cooked to perfection with loving hands and soul. Would you like me to?
I would love some, thank you. Beautiful.
And to go with that, of course, we have this beautiful Grenache. You know, Grenache is one of the biggest planted grapevines in the world. And it's rich, plummy, a little bit of acid, the right amount. And if you don't like heavy wines, Grenache is fabulous to have with seafood. The other night I had it with pork and it was just perfect. So,
Oh, wonderful.
this is lovely. And thank you for today. It's been,
That's been fun.
absolutely superb.
It's been great.
There you go. Just try a little bit there.
Thank you.
So you can smell that wonderful berry smell in the flavour. Isn't it
beautiful.
terrific? Juliet, here's cheers.
Cheers, and thank you very much.
I envy you living down here. It's a beautiful spot.
Yes, we're very lucky.
Thanks for your hospitality.
Thank you
today.
so much for coming down.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Down here at Granite Island, we visit the Oceanic platform and chat to Chris, a marine biologist. Why is this platform a perfect habitat here at Granite Island?
Obviously, we're within an hour from Adelaide, so to get people out here is really quite easy compared to it used to be over in Port Lincoln. So being here for us is a lot sort of easier for those Adelaide schools and tourists alike to come out here. Water conditions out here aren't too bad. Obviously, it's a lot shallower. The fish don't seem to mind. They're obviously during summer we'll actually get large schools of them coming out through the bay here, ranging around 20 kilos normally. So the ones that we have in here are a lot larger. And for platformers here, it's an extremely safe harbour, and it allows us to really access so many different species of animals. Everything from little beautiful starfish, sea urchins, crayfish. Obviously we've got the bluefin tuna in here. But you know, you can go for a walk along the coastline here and find all sorts of little critters. So for getting kids out here and getting that hands-on experience, it's there. They only have to go in there, you know, some knee deep and find little creatures. And that's what we want. We want kids to grow a love for the ocean. You know, they're the future of these oceans, and if we can pass on and get them excited about it, then you know that's going to be only strong for our beautiful Southern Ocean here. So.
I see my mate behind me there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Feeding the. Obviously, he's using the pole, isn't he?
Absolutely.
He's having a bit of fun, old Mickey, isn't he?
Here we go. This is it.
The inner aquarium allows viewing of the vast range of species indigenous to the surrounding marine park. It really is worth a visit, so check out their website for opening day and times.
Well, that's our program for today. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget, like us on Facebook or visit our website for recipes. Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by San Remo.